Hello, my name is Charles Fonbuena. I'm a consultant with Franklin Covey. Charles Dickens wrote in his book, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. This global pandemic certainly qualifies for both. In recent live online trainings, I've asked people, what is the best thing that has come out of this pandemic? And I just wanted to share with you some of the thoughts that I've heard from people all over the country. Here's what they've said: positive experiences from global pandemic, spending more time with kids, taking time to exercise, and you can see them there down the line if you could just take a moment to read those. And as they share those experiences with me, I would ask a follow-up question, which is, in our lives we have ups and downs, highs and lows. And I want you to think about now lows, probably even one that was the lowest point of your life, and one that you can see in your rearview mirror, if you will, that is over now. And not just to focus on what was the low point in your life, but specifically, how did you get out of it? And what I want to do is to capture their thoughts. And here's what they told me as far as how people got out of the low points in their life. And let me see here. And here is what they said. Okay, one foot in front of the other. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time, turning to my faith. And you can see a number of those as far as how people get out of those low points. As I pondered about the things that they've said, there's a certain pattern that I'm recognizing with these comments as far as how people get out of the lows of their lives. And you can probably, this is not an extensive list by any means, but you can add to it as well. But here's how I organize these ideas and put them this way: that it's interesting to me that their comments really have to do with sharpening the saw. That the way that we get out of the low points is focusing on the body, the heart, the mind, and the spirit. Interestingly enough, that it doesn't really matter whether it's a low point or a high point in our lives. We tend to do a better job of sharpening the saw. But in between, we tend to forget. And so I hope this global pandemic can be the worst of times or could be the best of times, if we could remember that in the midst of it, we need to take a little bit of our day, of our time, of our energy to be able to focus on sharpening the saw, not just in one dimension of life, but all dimensions of our lives. And I hope that this has been helpful for you in your quest for personal leadership.